Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mimi's Musings podcast. I'm your host Gungo Mildred, and I'm so happy that you have joined me today. So, on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about being an introvert and what it means to me. So, I've had a lot of people saying, I'm an introvert, I'm an introvert, I'm an introvert. And I've also seen a lot of people saying that people who say they are introverts, they only say that because they do not have money. But if they had money, then they wouldn't be introverts. They will be going out and stuff. And I'm like, you're saying that because you're extroverted, and two, you have the money to go out. And so you think because you're extroverted and because your extrovertedness leads you to going out, because whenever you have money, you just have to go to this show and to that show and to go to clubs and stuff. You think that even introverts will want to do the same thing. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but no, we wouldn't. I want to have millions. Like, I wish I was a billionaire. I wish I could sleep today, wake up tomorrow morning a billionaire. Whether it's US, whether it's Kenyan, I don't care, but I wish I would be a billionaire. Me being an introvert and being a billionaire would mean that I will buy a house, the biggest house I could find. And I mean, just the best compound ever, where I could make like a walking track or something, where I could be walking, doing my walks inside the gate, inside my property, have no neighbors. Like, my next neighbor will be, I don't know how many, how far. Like, my land will be acres and acres of land. You see, like, how people have like 20, 30, 100, 200 acres, and they build their houses in the middle, and then the rest of their surrounding, it's either a forest, a little lake, or I don't know, crops for whatever, or animal breeding or stuff like that. I will be that person, because I don't need the rest of the people. I would make my house like that, just knowing that when I'm going outside, the people that I'm meeting are selected people that I actually love, people that I know, people that I trust, people that I can, accept seeing every single day. But the rest of the world can just go silent and I'm okay. I mean, being an introvert, and if I had money, going to clubs for what? All that noise for what? I could build my own club in my own house. Build my own club in my own house. That's the right now. I'm in a bedsitter and they have dance parties here like nobody's business. I dance, I put the music as high as it can get, and I sing at the top of my voice and I dance. I have my own dance party inside this place. And neighbors who are passing by the stairs can think that I have other people inside the house, but I'm just by myself and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I will put that disco ball like in my own house. I'll have a room with a disco ball and everything and dance and do whatever. I don't need other people to have fun. That's the one thing that extroverts do not understand. Introverts do not need people to have fun. We have fun all by ourselves. Like, I have meetings with myself. I said this already. I talk to myself. I talk to myself a lot. So you think that clubbing by myself will be a problem, my friends? Ha! I have the best time of my life by myself. Being an introvert means that, if I had money, I would be going out for what purposes? I will take long trips just by myself, like long drives. I will take long drives just by myself. If I learned how to drive, I knew how to drive, I'll just wake up one morning and decide to go to, I don't know, is it Kiambu Road where kuna majani ya chai huko? I will just take long drives towards those sides. Drive as far as I can, then come back home and just chill. I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to associate. I'm just by myself. And I'll be super, super happy, super, super calm, and I'll be good with it. It doesn't mean that me being broke is not synonymous to me being an introvert. Best believe. I just enjoy my own company more than I enjoy other people's company. And that's okay. Another thing I would do if I had that kind of money, being an introvert, I would just be traveling from country to country, having trips for myself, by myself, having trips by myself, going to this place and going to that place, just enjoying. Maybe inviting a few family or a few friends that I'm really close to, people that can never get bored spending time with. So I will go with them anywhere if they wanted to. But that does not mean that I will be, I don't know, in crowded places and I don't know, with 1,000 people. No, 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 no. Understand what being an introvert means before you start going around saying that if I had money, then I wouldn't be an introvert, I'll be an extrovert. No. I'll be doing everything I'm doing right now in just a larger scale. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Something I've also heard about introverts is a lot of introverts, because the funny thing about me is most of the people I call my friends are also introverted. I only ever had one friend who was extroverted, but actually two. But all the others I've ever had as friends were introverts and are introverts. But they are different from me in certain ways. So, because I live by myself and I haven't been surrounded by people in such a long time, a very, very long time actually. So, whenever I talk to my grandma or my best friend, I talk and talk and talk, give them like a few seconds to talk, and then I continue yapping and yapping and yapping. Now, anybody who doesn't know me will hear me talk like that and go like, hey, that girl is talking a lot. But then they forget that the rest of the time I'm always quiet. I'm by myself, talking to myself. Like right now, I'm in the house by myself. It's 1:44 a.m. and I'm recording this at this moment. These are things that I just do by myself. I don't need anybody else to just talk, but I usually do this by myself. But of course, being an introvert does not mean that you never require human contact, It does not mean that you never want to talk to your family and friends. So whenever I talk to my friends, I overspeak, I overtalk, I just keep talking and talking and talking. And even when I'm giving them a chance to speak back, my mind is still thinking ahead and like I already have something else to say. But then what sometimes I even forget is that after I speak to them, I might not speak to anybody else for like 4, 5 days before I speak to somebody. So if, let's say, I call my grandmother, like let's say on a Monday, I'll talk to my grandmother on Monday, and then I'll go until maybe on Thursday or Friday, and that's when I'll talk to my friend. So between Monday and this Friday or Thursday, I haven't spoken to anybody else. And chances are I didn't even go downstairs to the shops to buy anything. So I was just in the house by myself. Yeah, so people tend to forget that I live by myself. So when I start talking, me, I can talk and talk and talk and talk, but only with people that I'm comfortable with. If I do not know you, if you're a stranger, if I'm meeting you for the first time, you will think that I'm the most quiet person in this world. Because one, I'm studying you, I'm trying to see if you're a good person. I'm trying to read you, basically, just to see where I'll put you in my life. Because I've realized that I treat people the way they treat me or the way they see me. So you meet me and you think I'm quiet. It depends. Will you continue trying to be my friend, and then so that I can get to a point where I can open up to you? Or are you just going to be like, oh, this girl is always quiet? If you keep saying that, then I'll never open up to you. If you go like, oh my God, this girl is rude, I won't be like maliciously rude to you, but I won't just work extra hard to try and change your mind, you know? I'll be like, okay, that's what you think of me, fine. Because it doesn't take or add anything into my life, whatever you think about me. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I also have what is it called? A resting beach face. So I have that. That makes people find me so very unapproachable. And then when I'm walking on the street, apart from my face, I'm always like with headphones on, or, an earphone, like earphones or headphones on. And yeah, I think that just makes people stay away, which is good, because I don't want you to come to me and start saying hi. I mean, if you're going to say hi and actually say something important, good. But the thing with most people is they say hi and they wait for you to say hi back. And then they're like, my name is, let's say, James. And I'm like, okay, my name's Mildred. And then they expect you to carry the conversation while they're the ones who said hi in the first place. My friend, I will not do that. I will look at you and walk away. I don't do small talk. I have so many people in my messenger just saying hi, hi, hi. I'll open it, see your hi, and go back. If you actually say something of importance, I'll answer you, maybe, if I want to. But just hi, hey nani. And earlier being hi there, wherever you'll feel like it's high enough, you'll stop. But I will never respond to such. Yeah. And that is part of me being an introvert. I just love my own personal space. I love being by myself. I love just, being in my own weird world sometimes in my head, because sometimes it's better than the reality that I'm living or the reality that most people are living out here. So, being an introvert, another thing, most of my friends go like, they don't like phone calls. Yeah. Most introverts do not like phone calls. They prefer messages. I'm weird and different in that perspective, in that aspect. Like, okay, for me, messages are very, what do I say? What's the term that I can use? Messages just aren't personal enough. I don't know. I find messages can be dismissive. Messages can be misconstrued as something different. I don't like messages. Like if it's for something short, like you're just telling me something or you're sending me something you require me to read, I'm okay with that. If you are sending me like a message like, hi, I went by this and this place and I saw this and this and I thought of you. So I hope you're okay. That I'll be okay with. Because I say, yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for thinking of me, blah, blah, blah. Bye, bye. That's okay. If you just want to say like, hi, I just thought of you and decided to say hello, I'll be like, oh, thank you. Hello, how are you? I'm good. How have you been? Good, good. Bye. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Done. I'm okay with that. But these messages that people start, hi, and then I have to respond, hi. And then you go, how have you been? And I have to answer, I've been good. What are you doing today? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, get to the point. Get to the freaking point. What are we doing with this hi, 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 hi? No, get to the freaking point. Okay? I don't have that patience. I don't have it and I don't want it. So please, you start saying hi, say hi and tell me whatever it is that you want to tell me. Don't leave me there waiting for you to respond. Because the other thing with me is that when you text me, I respond quickly. If my phone is near me or if, I'm not busy, I'll respond to you immediately because I want this conversation to end. Like just say whatever you texted me to say and then we finish. But people don't do that. You'll text me. Maybe I was busy and then I come back and see your message. I respond. And then I don't know. I feel like some people do mind tricks or mind games and they go like, oh, she took like 5 minutes before she responded, so I can't respond quickly. I'll take like 10 minutes before I respond. So they wait and I'm there having to wait because now I can't do anything else because I'm waiting for you to respond. Then you respond and then I respond to you immediately. Then you take like 5 minutes because again, you don't want me to feel like you're just there doing nothing. And then you take another 5 minutes before you respond. I hate that. That waiting for you to respond is one thing I do not like. I mean, call me. I'm an introvert who prefers phone calls, but not from everybody. That's the other thing. I prefer phone calls from people that I like, people that I love. From my family, from my friends, I prefer phone calls. We'll talk, we'll chat, we'll talk for an hour, 2 hours. Because again, I live by myself. I don't get to talk to people a lot. So whenever I get a chance to talk to somebody, I'll talk their ears off. But it has to be somebody that I'm comfortable with. I can talk and talk and talk and talk. But call me, tell me whatever it is you want to tell me. I'll respond. The conversation will end. You'll know what you want, I'll know what you want, and it will be done. But messages, hey, my friend, me, I don't like them. And the other thing also with messages is that I'll forget to respond. You might text me, I pull the message, the notification from, like the phone. I'll pull a notification, I'll read it there, and I'll respond to you in my mind. And then I'll be like, yeah, I responded to you. And I'll put that for something will distract me. I'll put my phone down, and that's it. So you are there waiting for a response. You're waiting for a response. And no, I think that I already did. I'm living my best life there, doing my thing, singing, blah, 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 moving on with my day, assuming that I already responded, only to get to a point where I'm like, wait, by the way, I was chatting with so and so. She or he had texted me and I responded. Why didn't they respond? So I go to check my phone, notifications, nothing. I open the app that you sent me the message from, only to realize, yeah, I did not respond, I did not write a message back. I responded to you in my head. But if you call me, I'll answer. You'll tell me whatever it is you want to tell me. I'll respond to you and you'll be done. Best, like even less than a minute. That is if you just want to pass some information across. But if you want us to have, like a longer conversation, I can do that too. But I have to like you to a certain degree. Is there anything about me being an introvert that people need to know? I'm very approachable. Yeah. You just need to have guts. So me being an introvert does not mean that I'm not approachable. My beach resting face is what makes people think that I'm unapproachable. But I'm very approachable. I'm very friendly if I want to be, or if I'm full. If I'm hungry, it's something different, so I don't. But now that's the problem, because how will you know that I'm full or hungry? Yeah, either way, just say hi, approach me, say hi, and be comfortable. Whatever language you decide to start talking to me, make sure it's a language that you're comfortable with. Don't start speaking to me in English and then it's broken English, because I'll lose interest. I'll switch off. I'll stand in front of you, but I'll switch off. And when I say broken English, I don't mean like, the mixture of Swahili and English. No, I mean like broken. You know how like people just speak broken English. I don't like, because it's not that I'm judging you about how well you can speak English. It's just that my thing is, why couldn't you speak in a language that you're comfortable with? Like, why did you have to stress yourself by speaking something you didn't know? And now you're stressing me out because now I have to also listen to your bad English. Is it just approach me and speak to me in Swahili? I understand Swahili. I love Swahili. Speak to me in my mother tongue if you can. I'll be okay with that. But if you start speaking to me in broken English, or broken Swahili, I also learned that I don't like that as well. And by broken Swahili, I mean, no, I can't say the reason, because it may sound bad to some people. But just terrible Swahili. If it's because you are learning the language, fine, I get it. But kuna tu watu hizi shengs jui inaitwa shembeteng or something. Don't talk to me in that. I'll switch off. You'll be talking to yourself. Anything else about me being an introvert that I can tell people? I don't know. It's just the basic stuff. I love my space. I love being alone. It's troubling because as much as I'm hoping to get a partner someday and have children someday, I'm also afraid of the fact that they'll just wear me down. Because I spend time with my family sometimes, and after a week of being with them, oh God, I'm ready to just be alone for a whole month of not talking. And I usually take that for granted because I live by myself, so I'm always by myself. Then I miss family, I go to them, I stay with them for a while. But then after a week, I start feeling like everybody is just shouting and yelling, and they have taken my energy away, and I don't want to be around them anymore. But I have to, especially if I have to be around family for like an entire month. Oh God, that wears me out. So I have like to take moments in a day where like an hour or 2 hours or three where it's just me. And it's not about sleeping. I'm just by myself in a room. Everybody else is outside there. I can hear them talk, blah, blah, blah. But I'm alone in a different area, in the same, environment. Then I just recharge. Then I can be able to be, a normalish human being around other people. But yeah, like being an introvert does not mean that I'm broke, so I cannot do this or that. Being an introvert means that even if I had the money, I will spend it on things that require me to even be more alone, more isolated, more distant. I don't know. It's just, it's a peaceful way to live. I promise you, it's a peaceful way to live. But yeah, so I don't know how many of you who are listening to me are also introverted, and tell me in the comments just how you live your introverted life and what you will do. Like if you had a lot of money, would you be like what these people say, that you'll start going out and doing everything and partying and stuff, and basically change from being an introvert into an extrovert? Or are you going to be like me, where you'll just even buy an island, a whole island, just to be by yourself? Build a house on top of the mountain and be there by yourself. You can see everybody else down there, but you yourself, or in the middle of the ocean, you live there and everybody else is far, far away. Or, like what exactly would you do? Or would you be exactly like me? It's a peaceful way to live. It's a very, very peaceful way to live. I love being an introvert. I wasn't introverted growing up, but a lot of my life experiences turned me into this, and I think it was for the better, because it helped me, be able to, how do I say this? It helped me be able to understand and accept some aspects of life and actually go through them without a lot of fear, without a lot of, you know, disappointments and expectations and all of these other things. So I'm very, very happy about, being an introvert. It has helped me a lot. I don't mind being around my family and my friends, but for the most part, I love being by myself and I enjoy it immensely. I love my own company more than I love being around other people. Okay, but that does not mean again that I don't like being around people. So don't say that, yeah, she doesn't like people. I do. I do. It's just that not all the time. Okay, so go to the comments, tell me your stories, tell me if you prefer phone calls to, messages, or you prefer, messages more than phone calls. Or tell me also, I had forgotten, I also love audio notes. Send me an audio note. That way, I think for me it's just the voice. Hearing someone's voice makes me know their mood as well, because you can't really tell someone's mood on their text messages. Because there have been times where I've put emojis of laughter and I wasn't really laughing. I saw the message you texted me and I put emojis of laughing, and I might have just been crying a few seconds before you send me that message. But because that's the reaction you expect from me, so I'll put that. But if you call me, if that person would have called me instead of sending that message and they spoke to me, they would have had a crack in my voice or something. They would have known I was not okay. So yeah, I prefer voice notes and phone calls to messages, even though I'm introverted. But I know a lot of introverts prefer, messages to phone calls, and yeah, because they just don't like talking to people. But I guess also that's because they usually work surrounded by people. Because if you go to work every single day and you have to talk to people, or your job is like, let's say, customer care, and you're constantly talking to people, laughing and forcing yourself to smile and being happy and all jolly, of course, when you get home and somebody calls you, you'll not want to answer that phone call. But if you live like me, where you don't go anywhere, you don't talk to a lot of people, you're mostly by yourself, when the phone rings, you're not like, who is this now who's calling? No, You answer because you're like, yeah, I haven't spoken to somebody in a while, so let me see what this person is saying. So yeah, I think that's the thing with me. But yeah, everybody is different. Even introverts are different. Everybody is different in their own introversion. And extroverts are also different in their extrovertedness, you know. But yeah, tell me if you're an extrovert or an introvert. Tell me how your introversion is. Tell me how it is and how it has helped you or not helped you to deal with life like mine has. So, let's converse. Let's get to know each other. Yeah. So, also, while you're texting, while you're commenting, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button so that, whenever I upload something new, you can be there first to listen to whatever it is. Yeah. And let's grow this community. As I said, I'm trying to get to at least 500 followers. So please subscribe so that I can get to that 500 number, and I'll be super happy. Okay, bye bye now. Love you.